After 70, 7 foods that naturally fight inflammation supporting your heart, brain, and muscles every day. Did you know that many common chronic conditions for people over 70 share a common link? Whether it is heart disease, type 2 diabetes, arthritis, that link is low-grade chronic inflammation in the body. Unlike the inflammation you feel when you cut your finger or get an infection, this type of inflammation happens very quietly. You do not have a fever. There is no intense pain. There are no obvious symptoms at all. But over time, this long-term inflammatory response can contribute to damage in your blood vessels, joints, muscles, and many other organs. The good news is that along with following your doctor's advice, your daily diet can play a huge role in managing inflammation. No single food can cure a disease. However, many studies show that a diet rich in natural, diverse, and balanced foods can benefit heart health, brain function, and healthy aging. In today's video, we are going to explore 7 nutrient-dense food groups that many nutrition experts recommend for seniors to support long-term health. The first food, fatty fish rich in omega-3s. If we had to pick just one, fish like salmon, mackerel, sardines, herring, or tuna are packed with omega-3 fatty acids. These are healthy, unsaturated fats that play a vital role in heart and additionally, omega-3s are linked to maintaining nerve cell function and can provide heart benefits when combined with a healthy lifestyle. For those over 70, eating fish also provides high-quality protein. Protein is essential for many seniors avoid fish because they worry about bones. If that is a concern, you can choose fish fillets or varieties with fewer bones. How you cook it matters too. Steaming, poaching, or grilling are usually better choices than deep frying. Some people think taking a fish oil pill is enough. However, whole foods provide other nutrients, like vitamin D. If you are taking blood thinners or have a specific medical condition, please talk to your doctor before starting omega-3 supplements. For most people, adding fish to the menu a few times a week is a simple and beneficial choice. The second food. Have you noticed that almost every healthy diet has one thing in common? It is a lot of green vegetables. Greens like spinach, kale, collard greens, broccoli, and other leafy vegetables provide vitamins, minerals, fiber, and antioxidants. These substances help protect your cells from the effects of oxidative stress. Fiber also helps nourish your gut microbiome. More and more research shows that gut health is linked to the immune system and inflammation levels. For seniors, eating enough greens also helps prevent constipation, supports blood sugar control, and keeps you feeling full longer. A common mistake is only eating 1 or 2 familiar vegetables. In reality, each type of vegetable contains different nutrients. Changing up your greens based on what is in season will make your meals more interesting and provide more essential micronutrients. If you have trouble chewing, try steaming them until soft, or adding them to soups instead of eating them raw. The important thing is not eating a huge amount in one meal. The third food, berries and antioxidant-rich fruits. When it comes to antioxidant-rich foods, berries are usually at the top of the list. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, and blackberries contain natural plant compounds called anthocyanins, these compounds have been studied for their ability to help protect cells from damage caused by free radicals. If berries are hard to find in your area, do not worry. Many common fruits like oranges, grapefruit, guava, dragon fruit, or kiwi also provide vitamin C and many beneficial nutrients. The key is choosing fresh, diverse fruit that fits your health needs. For those with diabetes, it is important to manage portions and choose the right fruits based on guidance from your doctor or dietitian. Another thing to remember is that fruit juice is not always when you juice a fruit, most of the fiber is removed. Fiber is crucial because it slows down sugar absorption and supports gut health. So, whenever possible, choose the whole fruit instead of just the juice. The fourth food, nuts, small but nutrient dense. Many people think of nuts as just a snack. In fact, they are one of the most nutrient-dense food groups for seniors. Almonds, walnuts, cashews, pistachios. These nutrients support heart health and can help reduce risk factors linked to chronic inflammation when part of a balanced diet. Walnuts, in particular, are very popular with researchers because they contain alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based form of. Also, nuts help you feel full for a long time. This can help you cut back on processed snacks or sweets. However, there is one thing to keep in mind. Nuts are high in calories. If you eat large amounts every day, you might take in more calories than you intended. A small handful as a snack or added to yogurt, oatmeal, or a salad is all you need. For seniors who have trouble chewing, you can crush the nuts, use nut butters with no added sugar, or if you have a nut allergy, avoid them entirely and talk to your doctor about safe alternatives. The fifth food, extra virgin olive oil. For many years, the Mediterranean diet has been considered one of the best for heart health. A key part of this diet is extra virgin olive oil. Olive oil is rich in monounsaturated fats and natural antioxidants called polyphenols. Studies show these compounds can help reduce inflammation and protect blood vessels when combined with a healthy diet. The important thing to remember is that olive oil is still a fat. That means you should use it in moderation. Some people hear that olive oil is healthy and start adding too much to their food. This can unintentionally increase your total calorie intake. Instead of overusing it, try using olive oil for salad dressings, drizzling it over steamed vegetables, or using it to replace some saturated fats in your cooking. If extra virgin olive oil is too expensive to use, a diet rich in greens, fish, beans, and whole grains still offers many benefits. No single oil or food decides your overall health. What matters most is the big picture of your daily diet. The sixth food, beans, tofu, and legumes. When people think of protein, they usually think of meat, but beans and legumes are also very valuable sources of nutrition. Soybeans, black beans, kidney beans, lentils, and chickpeas all provide plant-based. Tofu is also a great option because it is easy to prepare and easy for seniors to digest. A big advantage of beans is that they are much lower in saturated fat than most red meats. Using them to replace some of the meat in your diet can lead to a more balanced meal plan. Also, the high fiber content in beans helps feed your healthy gut bacteria. Evidence shows that a healthy gut is linked to a better immune response and overall wellness. Some people avoid beans because they cause gas. If that happens to you, try soaking the beans before cooking, making sure they are cooked thoroughly, and starting with small amounts so your body can adjust. For those diagnosed with chronic kidney disease, you should adjust your bean intake according to your doctor's or dietitian's advice. As the seventh food, yogurt and naturally fermented foods. In recent years, scientists have become increasingly interested in the link between the gut and the rest of the body. It is not just your digestion, your heart, brain, immune system, and our guts contain trillions of bacteria, and not all of them are bad. In fact, many good bacteria help digest food, produce vitamins, and keep your immune system working properly. When the gut microbiome is out of balance, inflammation in the body can increase. That is why nutritionists often recommend fermented foods. One of the easiest choices is yogurt. Yogurt contains probiotics that can help balance the gut microbiome for many people. It also provides protein and calcium, which are essential for maintaining muscle mass and bone health as you age. If you are lactose intolerant, you can choose lactose-free yogurt or other suitable products recommended by an expert. It is very important to prioritize low sugar or plain yogurt. Many products on the market are loaded with sugar. If you eat them often, the extra sugar can cancel out the health benefits. Besides yogurt, traditional fermented foods like sauerkraut or kimchi can also be good choices. However, keep in mind that these can be very high in sodium. If you have high blood pressure or kidney disease, use them in small amounts as recommended by your doctor. The goal is not to eat a massive amount of fermented food, but to build a diverse and balanced diet. Foods to limit if you want to reduce inflammation. Along with adding healthy foods, it is just as important to limit certain items. First are sugary drinks. Sodas, sweetened teas, energy drinks, and many bottled juices can contain huge amounts of sugar. Using them regularly can increase the risk of obesity, type 2 diabetes, and heart disease. Next are ultra-processed foods. Hot dogs, bacon, instant noodles, potato chips, commercial baked goods, and fast food often contain high levels of salt, sugar, and unhealthy fats. Eating too many of these not only increases inflammation, but also affects your blood pressure. Another group to watch is processed red meats. This does not mean you have to cut them out completely, but use them in moderation and prioritize diverse protein sources like fish, skinless poultry, beans, or tofu. Also, try to limit oil that is used over and over again at high temperatures can create compounds that are not good for your health. A simple rule is, the closer a food is to its natural state, the easier it is to make it part of a healthy diet. How to build an Many people think eating healthy requires buying expensive superfoods. In reality, that is not true. A balanced meal can be built from very common ingredients. For example, a portion of grilled fish or tofu, a side of steamed or lightly sautéed vegetables, a serving of brown rice or a moderate amount of white rice, a small bowl of vegetable soup, and a piece of fresh fruit for dessert. For many people, that is already a very balanced meal. If you do not have salmon, you can use trout, sardines, or other local fish. If you do not have blueberries, you can choose oranges, apples, or whatever fruit is in season. The key is not chasing after expensive trends, but try to eat at regular times, do not skip breakfast, drink enough water as directed by your doctor, especially if you have heart or kidney issues. Combining a good diet with light exercise, enough sleep, and stress management will have a much bigger impact than focusing on just one single food. There is no magic food that can cure all illnesses or reverse aging. But the right choice is made every day. After age 70, the body goes through many natural changes. However, your diet remains one of the most important factors in supporting long-term health. Today, we explored 7 food groups that can help manage inflammation. Fatty fish, rich in omega-3s. Dark leafy greens. Antioxidant-rich fruits. Nuts and seeds. Extra virgin olive oil. Beans and tofu. Yogurt and fermented foods. Additionally, limiting sugary drinks, ultra-processed foods, and excessive salt and saturated fat helps build a healthier lifestyle. The most important thing to remember is that no food replaces medical treatment. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you found this information helpful, please share it with your friends and family so more people can build healthy meals. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you do not miss our next videos on senior health. Please note, the content in this video is for informational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. If you have underlying health conditions or are making major dietary changes, please consult your doctor or a dietitian first.